everybody to come in on the show. We're still waiting for everyone to jump in on the show. Everyone's still waking up. They're getting their coffee, waking up. Okay, do you guys have a favorite instrument note, like a musical note? Half note, quarter note, 16th note. My favorite notes to play, especially to tongue or to finger, would be the 16th note. That's personally, it's just, I love it. I love runs and slurs. Would you guys rather do staccato notes or slurps? We are getting all up in there, all up in the music world today. Would you rather play staccatos or would you rather play 16 notes? You guys are probably like, what are you talking about? What the heck is staccato? What the heck is what is it? 16 note. What is that 16 note? Well, we were going over musical notes back then. We will go over them very soon again on the show. Um, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that all back very soon. We're still working on that. Um, top tier. It's gonna be top tier again. I know y'all missed that when I was on the board and all that. Ooh, that's gonna come all back. It's gonna be amazing. All right, everyone. Finger snaps, finger snaps, finger snaps. He's coming from the left side, right side. He's coming from the right side or left side. I don't know which side he's coming from, but he's coming from the center of the camera. Who is it? Gabby!
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Legion. Hello, everybody.
Good
Thank you so
morning,
much for
Gabby.
having
How
me
are
here.
you doing today? Amazing, amazing. See, every time I
Not too
just look
bad.
at you,
Thank
you're
you.
someone
Thank you
with
so
a
much. Thank you.
smile. You're one of the most musical people I know on this platform. We just love you. We love you, and we love having you on the show. Um,
Always an honor, Legion. Always an honor. Yeah, I'm not too bad. Thank you, Colin, for asking. Just been hustling here and there, doing some work and all that. And then, oh, you know what? I got some spare time. Let's go to Legion. I've been summoned
thank you so
to do a little bit of music. Always an honor. Always an honor. That's why I love sharing my music. I love sharing a little bit of instrumental time with you. You know, sometimes like when you've been hustling a lot and you forget to nourish yourself. So music is my only soul replenishment. Music is the only way I can survive.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Music, it's wild. Music can change so many things.
Indeed.
You could be, having the worst day, but you could play some Katy Perry, or you could play some Gibby, or go on Gibby's stream, and just listen to him and just meditate. Woo! Magic, magic.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I'm very fortunate as well that I am surrounded by lots of beautiful musicians like Eli, for example. That we share the same passion, like every other musician. We share the same passion, like yourself, that constantly, inspire us, even in the streaming industry, to bring a little bit of a game changer per se. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's very refreshing to see all the beautiful talents in this app, and it's mind blown me every time. Wow, there's a lot of talented people in this app. It's a blessing. It's a good breath of a new air,
you
definitely.
know what? From now on in the show, we're going to have like a Hall of Fame list. And every Hall of Fame list, I usually like put like my guests in the small box as I'm talking to them, asking questions, and then I usually like make them in the big box when they're playing their instrument. From now on, I'm gonna have like a Hall of Fame where I just make them big throughout the whole performance. And our first ever Hall of the Fame, Gibby.
Thank you,
That's a
thank
good
you.
idea. Do you think that's a good idea? I think that's a good idea. Some sort of
Thank you, thank you. So yeah, today, Legion, I'm gonna maybe it's been a while since I've been here. Thank you so much for having me here. I would like to recall the melodies out of it, the instrument that I used to play usually in my stream that relax people uh, and help them to chill for a bit and forget the world, escape the reality, if you want to put it that way.
you stream
So
you stream it all based on basically do you play your instrument on your streams too, like is it some sort of like meditation sort of thing?
people coming usually to my stream around about nighttime, Legion, around around there 10 p.m., 11 p.m. usually when I tune in around that area. the comment will be crazy for a bit, and then they went quiet because they put me on a
Uh-huh.
Bluetooth speaker and they put me on the side, and they just I'm just a background noise while they're sleeping.
It's just like me. It's just like me when I'm dancing and stuff. People are you. It's like nobody's in there. Like when you're doing battles and stuff. It's like nobody's in your stream, but people are definitely watching you. They're just chilling and watching you, listening to music. It's definitely a thing.
Indeed, indeed, and I got a lot of messages in the morning. Oh, thank you so much for the music. I fell asleep on your stream. Well, that's nice to know. Like a lot
I
of
better
people fall
cancel my
asleep over there.
Spotify.
Exactly. Well, it's nice though. It's a very comforting thing when you know that actually you can bring changes in people, or you can bring difference in people. You know what I mean? And people come to your show to see a to escape their reality and just be in the zone and just enjoy the show without any a single worry in the world. You know what I mean? It's a very comforting well, some compliments, I'd say, even though they don't chat and they just fall asleep in my story. Like, oh, that's nice to know that actually people
Mhm.
see me that way. It's kind of comforting. It's like a lullaby, personal as lullaby.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that. I do as well do that by accident sometimes. It's all an accident. I feel like it's an accident, but it's that meditating. It's that meditating.
yeah.
Um,
Indeed.
so Gibby, would you say you do that? Do you like maybe put your own music on or something, or do you like listen to a favorite type of band on YouTube or
uh
anything like that?
my not for personally my own music, but I listen a lot of instrumental that can give me a little bit of that kind of zen moment. You know what I mean? Sometimes when I hearing my own recording, rather than being relaxed, I'm more concerned like, yeah, I could do that part better. So I would end up criticizing myself. So that's why I never play my own recording, because I end up criticizing myself. But yeah, I listen to a lot of chilling music before or in any activity that I'm about to do in the day, and I just like even before I stream. I just want to zone out, and just sometimes like when I'm really amped up, I really want to hear some angry music before I amped up my stream. You know what I mean? It depends on what kind of energy that I would like to bring on the stream at a time. Yeah, but a really rare I play guitar. I usually play only guitar by request. Always a no.
Oh,
Always a no.
wait. So what instrument are you always playing in your stream?
I don't. I mainly sing. In my stream, usually I mainly sing. I'm more like a. Recently, I start to slowly getting out of my shell. To proud to say that I'm actually a heavy metal singer. More like it,
Mhm.
learning to be a heavy metal singer. So my that's my preference. But I know heavy metal is not for everyone, especially with the screaming and growling. I got kicked in so many stream Legion. Fun fact, because oops, because I scream a lot and everything stuff like that. So that's why when they say like play me your favorite song, that means a song that actually chill. I learned that the hard way though.
Wow.
But yeah, but I play usually guitar on request. Like, Gibby, can you play me a little bit of instrumental? I'm about to go to bed. Oh yeah, I can do that. So I just play for about 10 minutes, a little bit of instrumental here and there. They gone.
Mhm. So,
Yeah.
Gibby, what would you say? Like, I don't remember if I asked you this, but I usually ask every guitarist this question. Um, do you like playing with picks or do you like playing with your fingers?
A bit of both. Depends. If I'm a little, still is also learning some little bit of finger picking and everything stuff. But depends if I want to play a little bit of a rhythm, for example, like uh, just like a casual rhythm, like then yes, I use pick. But something like more, so I just learning a little bit of finger picking.
Wow.
So I play a bit of both.
Wow. So I was talking about staccato notes earlier, actually, and it's funny that because with the pick, so you would probably basically do staccato notes on the guitar with a pick.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. But I found it a really struggle for me playing with picks. because I'm not very customized for that since because ever since I play guitar from the very get go, I always use my nail and finger picking and stuff like that. But even though back in the day, I'm still only using one finger, and even though sometimes in the certain occurrence, like I still play only with the finger. Now just trying to play with the three fingers here and there. That's why I said I'm still learning. There's always a time or a place for a learning curve for everything in life. I think of people, oh, you play guitar so good. Oh no, there's a lot of best guitar player out there, but I'm still learning whatever they do, and I just try to implement that with my own interpretation when I play my instrument. That's all. Yeah.
Everyone, welcome to Instrumental Moments with Legion, where we go over the experiences and performances of the past. This is a Saturday show that happens every Saturdays, obviously. 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This exact time every Saturdays. It's a very early morning show. You drink your coffee you sip and you drink your coffee too. We currently
Indeed.
have our guest, Gibby 2.0, who's been on the show previously. We're asking him a few questions. Stick and stay around, stay in tune. He's about to be playing very soon. After a few more questions, he's going to be playing, so stick around for his playing. And then we're going to have our next guest, Eli, who's also been on the show as well and is amazing as well. So, we talked about the pick, we talked about the guitar, we talked about the other instrument that you usually play, which is your voice. We talked about meditation, and would you say you have a specific um, a specific what's the word genre of music that you like playing to?
In regards to playing the guitar, I don't know why, but I just like to play something really classic, more into like the classic songs like Extreme More Than Words or If Tomorrow Never Comes, all the old music, you know what I mean? Or usually something that people can just, it's this kind of type of genre when you're just sitting in the campfire and just play and sing for everybody. Personally, if I play guitar, that. But singing category, I'm still learning now to expand my ability vocally for aggressive vocal. So more into like a growling, screaming, and all that. It's a journey, definitely. I took the wrong turn when the first time I learned growling, screaming. I end up coughing blood. That wasn't very funny. Yeah, that was because I did it in the very wrong way. I just because I'm a self-taught musician. I never have any coaching. I never have any background in the music department. So I don't know how to read music. Not gonna lie, but I enjoy adapting and making my own interpretation in anything that I do musically. So with guitar, with vocal, and everything stuff like that. Yeah, that's my genre. On vocal wise, I like heavy metal. On the guitar wise, I like more like into the oldies side of it. Yeah,
So you're a
that's a little bit
versatile
uh,
musician. Would you consider yourself a versatile musician?
uh diverse, I'd say. I like to adapt in new things. Sometimes I try to sing in a very pitchy female voice. I like to change my voice here and there. Depends on the songs. Try to make a like
Or
a
you gotta have to
impersonation kind of stuff.
you have to give us an example. You have to give us an example.
Well,
And
I
only if
can
you
sing
want.
you
Only
one
if you
song
want.
later.
Yeah, only if you want.
Pardon? Of course, of course, of course.
Only if
I can
you're able
give you
to.
a.
Yeah, only if you're able to. All right. I think that's all the questions I have for you this morning. The spotlight is on you. Um, the show's on you, and everyone.
Yeah.
Once again, make sure you hit our favorite. Make sure you hit the favorite on Gibby 2.0, our current guest, and the show begin.
All right. Thank you. So this is a little bit of an instrumental that I would like to share with you guys. I played this instrumental piece battle a long time ago, ever since the first time I joined Legion show, and I'm sure it's time for me to refresh this instrumental piece in this show so everyone can enjoy it. This is where usually people come to my stream and just relaxing and try to go to sleep. And hopefully, this can give you a little bit of a good piece music in the morning. Hope you like it. And this piece called Far. Yeah, that's a little bit of a instrumental that I usually play.
Wow, wow. Even after all that, I
Thank
was
you.
like, how am I going to like even talk after this? I would definitely sleep to something like that. I would
Thank
definitely.
you.
Who would sleep?
Thank
Type
you.
of one if you would sleep to something like that. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
Thank you.
Wonderful
Thank you.
performance as always. Amazing.
Thank you, Legion. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah, that's usually the music that I play. Yeah.
I definitely
When I
sleep
play
to that.
instrumental and people just want to relax. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make everyone sleepy, right? But yeah.
It's all good. It's all
Oh,
good. No, you did amazing. Once again,
thank you
everybody,
so much.
please hit our current guest, Gibby 2.0, with the favorite. He's been
Thank
on
you.
here
Thank you so much.
countless times. He's a legend. Hall of Fame for instrumental
Thank you so
moment.
much.
Thank you so much for coming
Thank you,
on,
Legion.
Gibby. Thank you for coming on. As
Always an honor.
thank you. Always
Always an honor.
amazing to have you
Always
on
an
the show.
honor. Thank you.
Thank you
Of
so
course.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the love, everybody. I'll see you all next time and have a wonderful day, Legion. And everybody,
Thank
thank you for the
you
love. See you.
so much. Hey, amazing, amazing. Stick around if you just came into the stream. Make sure you tap that favorite at the top, and make sure you tap give you the favorite as well. Make sure you hit him with the favorite. Everyone, welcome to Instrumental Moments with Legion, where we go over the experiences and performance of the past. A Saturday morning show. Um, um, it happens every Saturdays, 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. 5 a.m. 6. Ooh, we're all over the place. 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. EST. Ooh, Gibby, you really put me to sleep. Wow, that was amazing. Wow, that is just woo. Okay, okay. Um, our next guest. So we had first we had Gibby, as you guys saw, who put me to sleep. Thank you, Gibby. We're going to have Eli. Eli, who's also part of the Hall of Fame. Second person. Yes, Hall of Fame. He's been on here enough to be in Hall of Fame, obviously. Hey, Eli. Good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. I'm
All
doing amazing.
right. All right. Sorry, everybody, if you guys noticed, like, the eyes here kind of tell it all, but I'm really glad to be here. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, Leisha, for having me on the show again, and Bellabo for scheduling it really well.
Thank you for always making that time to come on here, even when we need you most. So guys, Eli is definitely someone who really likes music, who loves music. Music is a passion. Um, um, he's a rare person to find because a lot of people would say they love music, but Eli is the type of person that loves music enough to, wake up just to come on Instrumental Moments and play for us. Make sure him and the favorite. And you guys are gonna like if you're like, should I favorite Eli right now or should I like, not? Well, you're going to definitely want to favor him after his performance. After I ask him um, these questions that I have lined up for him. So, Eli, what instruments do you play for all the new people who haven't met you yet?
Sure. So, I do play. I started off in drums. That was the first instrument that I picked up at an early age, and then I went on to guitar. So I do play guitar as well. It didn't really hit me. This is why I have the emoji here. It didn't hit me like as far as like kind of knowing about everything to music until I started playing piano, and it was only until then that everything kind of had. I had that little Matrix moment, like from Neo, from the Matrix, where he was like, "I know kung fu. Yeah, I know kung fu. I can do it all." So it was at that moment I was like, "Yeah, I know music now. I know it all." Yeah.
So, um, have you performed with any of these musical instruments? And would you say, like, would you have a favorite instrument that would you like to perform with?
Um, I would say piano. piano, it would be the one that kind of stole my heart. So with piano, it kind of really just it gives the how do you say the sort of like uh, moment I guess in music where you can kind of like really do anything you want to do, and um, though it has its limitations in sound, you can still do a lot to it with what you're given in piano. So and it's really there at your disposal. So it just as like a conductor conducting a choir.
Yeah,
Uh,
I agree 100% with you because
yeah.
you're being versatile when you're playing the piano because you're playing both the bass and the treble. Um, and I find that amazing. You're definitely playing a a band or a choir or whatever you want to say. Um, when you're playing piano, that's the beautiful part about it. Would you say it's a difficult instrument to learn?
Piano, no. Guitar, I would say it's a for me it was really difficult to learn guitar. Um, but for some reason, I guess when I picked up piano, it kind of just clicked. So I would say piano would be the easiest one to learn because then you can kind of have more of like a vision about things, and then things that you would learn in piano, you'd be going back to guitar and you'd be like, oh, okay, now everything starts to make sense now. And so, yeah, piano will be the easiest gateway.
I like that answer because I actually never knew piano was like easy instrument. I mean, I have obviously played with one, touched one before, and so I was like, wow, this is what makes me think it's a hard instrument is the fact that you're playing bass and treble at the same time. Like you have to know how to multitask. I think that's what most people have issues with. Do you think?
I think so, and I think I don't know. See, this is where I had to really slow my not to get the cart before the horse because then I did pick up drums first. So when drums came around, how I play piano, it's literally how I would play drums. So the kind of the timing and the kick and whatnot is that coordination already is already embedded in my mind already as it is from picking up drums. So playing piano it just became typical or a lot more easier to kind of get the hang of things.
Mm. Wow. You've also told us before you've taught people how to play a musical instrument back in the past.
Hmm.
You had your own prodigies. Um, how fast would you say, like, for example, if someone asked you for, yo, Eli, I need some help to learn how to play the piano. How fast do you think you'd be able to get them playing that piano?
I can get you to learn a song within probably about 20 minutes of your time. If you're really devoted, you can actually learn it within 20 or 25 minutes of your time. It's really not hard. I can uh, simplify it in a very easy where you're just holding maybe two notes with one hand, right? So you're holding two notes, so it's two fingers, and then one note with one hand with the other. So a total of three fingers. So if I can get three fingers three fingers out of you, then it would be good. But she in playing piano, that is, hey yo. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's very late.
It's okay. You definitely woke everyone up. That's a good.
Mm-hmm.
So, everyone, welcome to Instrumental Moments with Legion. We'll go over the experiences and performances of the past. A Saturday show that happens every 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Central Time every Saturdays. This is the exact time. It's a very early morning show. You sip and drink your coffee, Gail. Okay. We currently have our guest Eli right here. He is an amazing musician. He's taught many people how to play as well. If you are thinking about playing a musical instrument and you're like, when should I start? Should I start now, later? he can help you out a lot. Um, Especially if you just listen to him and get some motivation down. Get some motivation. He's definitely good at motivating people to play. Uh, what would you say motivates you when it comes to music? Is it just music, or would you say, you know,
A lot of things can motivate me. I can play a video game and get the same kind of like kick that I would be like, whoa, the score on this particular video game is just amazing. And or I can get the same thing out um, of a movie, right? The score of the soundtrack of the movie itself uh, is just amazing. Uh, from those things, or to a play, or to oh man, you name it. Like it can come from any place. It can come from a different artist, or a cover from somebody that did, and or cover somebody did on Meet Me, and something that I've never heard before. That can really motivate me to be like, wow, that really gave me something, to really think about and see in a new perspective. So
wow, I really like the answer. I really like the answer. Would you suggest would you just suggest if someone is a brand new musician, would you suggest them to start off, for example, if they're playing a guitar, would you tell them to start off on a guitar pick or with their fingers just to get things down?
I would say fingers. Fingers. I would say fingers, for the fact is that I mean, when you're a child, the child will start to learn about his fingers and start to play with them and know its functions, right? So you're
Right.
very well known to your fingers. You know how to move them. For sure, at this moment, you're already acquainted with your fingers. So to work with the pick, where you're just in this motion all the time and learning to strum, yeah, that's cool. But I think when picking, you kind of can just choose how you want to strum. Whether I know some people like to use their thumb, some people like to use their fingertips. I know some people like to grow nails and start to
Uh-huh.
use those as picks. So you have a pick wherever you go. So it's kind of it's either or, but I would prefer with fingers only to
Would you
start off.
would you say that playing on the pick would impact um, you know a sound like instrument sound?
What was the question again?
Would playing on a guitar impact like how a guitar would sound? Would it change the way the guitar sounds? Despite a few.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean it's just and it's highs and lows, and it does change the the definitely the sound, how the guitar sounds. I remember just because I'm gonna be playing a guitar this time around instead of the traditional piano. But yeah, even beforehand, I had to clip my nails for a bit because when picking, you did hear a little bit of like. Uh, you see how if I were to play something of that nature,
Yeah.
you hear the little dinging sound. Now, because I clip my nails, it's more now. Everything's thumpy. It has a thump feel
Yeah.
to it because I'm using literally my fingers,
They
not
have
the
some emphasis
fingertips.
on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
those notes have some emphasis on it. Yeah,
Hmm.
I so it basically you know what emphasis takes a song a long long way. It's one of those things that silent but deadly.
Exactly. The worst kind. Hmm.
Mm, I love
Hmm.
that. I actually love that. It's a very good tactic. Guys, you guys see these tactics you're learning over here? You're gonna want to make sure you favor Eli for those tips. Please make sure you hit him with that favor. All right, a few more questions, and then we're gonna have Eli playing for us, um, uh, and then the show will conclude. So, um, Eli, what would you say? What would you say is your favorite? Um, is your favorite? Like, is that even a thing? Your favorite type of like rebrand? Sorry, not rebrand. I think is your favorite type of well, you do play clarinet, right? Oh,
I can
oh,
learn how to play it.
I think you do awesome actually. What would you say is your favorite type of pick for the guitar?
Oh, the softest one. I know there's this white. I can't remember, but there's this white one that is like it's almost just as light as like a lighter than a like a and or softer than a debit card.
So, so the softer picks are actually better.
I would say so.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say so. The softest
You know
one.
what? I always thought the harder picks were better. Wow.
I mean, for a big setting, for a big venue, if you're playing at a big venue, I would say just know how you strum, just know your strength, because sometimes, um, those things can kind of get to you, and you're just really strumming hard when you're, and especially if you're working with a band, you would want it to have that sort of balance for the sake of the song, and not just really overpower everybody. And so I think on that note, it's best and wise to kind of just have a soft one. That way you can balance things. And if you really want to go hard, you can always switch over to another, or maybe a more firm pick.
Wow. So what we learned today, y'all, with picks, guitar picks, is the softer the better. And it also depends on your current stage of uh, performance area. Okay, your what's the word? Your let's call it playground for now. Um, yeah, we call it playground because, for example, if you're as he said, as Eli said, if you're playing for thousands and thousands of people at a venue, and you're using a really thick, hard um, guitar pick, it's
Mhm.
going to be not too good. So keep that in mind for all you guitarists that are starting to begin to play and you guys are in a band or a beginner band or whatever it's going on over here. Wow, amazing, amazing advice. Eli, thank you so much for all these questions. The spotlight is on you. You may entertain us with your magical playing. Guys, welcome to Instrumental Moments with Legion. We're gonna have Eli play. Before Eli plays, make sure you guys hit him the favor. Make sure you hit him the favor at the top of the screen. And top three of the gifters of the stream as well. Make sure you hit them with the favor. All right, it is on you.
Oh, right. So this piece right here is called Bell uh, by Jack Johnson. So just kind of like how we all had the pleasure to listen to Gibby. Uh, it's a very very long instrumental. So just sit back and enjoy that part. But then if you hear a voice, which will be my voice, of course, um, don't be alarmed. I probably just it would be me. Okay, here you go. This is called Bell. Bella que fa, bonita, bonita que ta, belle, je ne comprends facile. So have to speak to me some other way. Oleana, bella que fa, bonita, bonita que da, belle, yo no compraba fácil. So have to speak to me some other way. So have to speak to me some other way.
Woo! Wow, wow, wow.
And there
I
you
was,
go.
I was singing along over there. Absolutely singing along. It was therapeutic. I think the theme of today's Saturday Fishy Show would be stereo therapeutic. I can't say the word therapeutic. I don't know. Therapeutic. You guys know
Therapeutic.
what I'm
Therapeutic. Very, yeah.
talking. Therapeutic.
Hmm.
Therapeutic. That's the theme of
It's a
today.
tough one.
You know what? I forgot that one. But yeah, there's another one that's very I always have issues with. Okay, thank you so much for coming on the show. Is there anything that you would like to shout out? What are your stream hours? What days do you stream?
Oh, I thought you would never ask. Shout out to Madi. Thank you. That's my manager right there.
Yes,
There
Marty.
she,
Make sure I hear with the
Madi,
favorite.
everybody.
Recording.
Madi in the house. Yes, that is my my meet me manager here. She has that's all my my social media and where my lives are happening. So yeah, shout out to her. She's done a wonderful job and literally my best friend. And yeah, love you, Monty. And shout out to Angel Moreno, uh, Bunny Moreno. Shout out to all those guys. As far as Legend as well too, and one of those top, little top badgers. Angel has his showcase every Tuesday. At the end of the month, he has a open mic. So be sure, guys, if you guys can sing as well, and you're like, oh, I wanna get out there into the meet me world and just show what I have. Definitely. And then oh thank you, Hawkeye.
Legend,
Shout out to
Angel
Hawkeye, man. That
Moreno.
dude's a goat, man. Love Hawkeye.
Yes, we love
Uh,
Hawkeye.
but thank you again, and shout out to Legion here and Bella. Thank you guys for having me, and it's always been a pleasure. Yeah, just thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, Eli, once again. You're amazing as always. We love having you on the show. We can have you, and we'll never get bored of you. Thank you so much for the therapeutic session. And welcome to the Hall of Fame. Welcome to the new Hall of Fame that I'm starting.
There
Uh,
you go.
so, yeah, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, man.
All right. Thank you so much, Eli. Thank you. All right. Y'all, if you have not yet, you are going to make sure you want to favorite our first guest of the show, who was Gibby 2.0. Make sure you hit Gibby 2.0 with the favorite. And then we just had who? Who did we just have, y'all? Who was in the box? Who was in the box? Eli. We had Eli that was just in the box. Make sure you hit both of them. Amazing musicians with that favorite. Make sure you hit them with that favorite. Also, make sure you hit Hawkeye with the favorite as well. He's a legend. He's always on the show. Always on the show. Yeah, amazing job to all the musicians. We have 8 more minutes of the show left. Um, so if you are interested in being on the show, you're going to want to hit Billaboo. Special shout out to Billaboo, an admin of the show. She's the scheduler of the show. You could send her a hi through the Meet Me app, or if you're not on the Meet Me app, for example, you're on POF, Chispa, whatever you're on, um, you sent her a message through her Instagram. What's your Instagram, Bella? You can put it in the comments for everyone to hit you up over there that needs to be on the show. Um, and make sure you hit um, oh, I can't think of your name right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Emoji J. Sorry. Emojis. What am I at? Okay, I haven't slept yet, y'all. I'm trying to fix my schedule, so bear with me. Yes, Emoji J. Make sure I hit Emoji J. Emoji. If you want to put your Emoji J, emoji. If you want to put your Instagram at in the stream description, that would be awesome too. Um, yes, make sure you hit the favorite. The show happens every Saturdays, 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can come on the show. Who can come on the show? Well, beginners. For example, when I'm talking about beginners, even if you just got your instrument today, if you can play at least one song, you can come on the show. And we could, get you on the show countless times to show everyone your progress as time passes. And, you can, hopefully, you never know, you can influence someone to pick up an instrument and make that a new hobby. And you can take credit for that, you know. Say, oh, it's not this person. Imagine being the one who taught. Well, let's not compare. Um, I'd also like to thank the top 3 gifters of the stream.